everybody. This video is going to be about Coming to America 2. Just like our thoughts, our opinions, and our ratings on the movie. So do you want to start?
I'll let you start.
Okay. So I wasn't really like a fan of Coming to America 1. It's not that I didn't like it, but it just wasn't funny. So I mean, it's just like a classic. Like, you gotta have it in your Rolodex. You have to, if you were a black person, you have to have seen that movie. So when I seen Coming to America 2 come out, I'm like, okay, what are they going to do with this? And knowing that it was on Tyler Perry's production, what's that?
Yes, I didn't even know it was his production.
Well, it was filmed at his production place. So I was like, well, I really want to see what he's going to do. Well, what they're going to do about it. So I would like to say that I love the costumes in the movie. I love the different cast. Like they brought back the old cast, and I guess I like that. They brought back like what was she supposed to be? Akeem's wife. They brought her back. They brought the Rosebuds people back. Who else did they bring back? Well, of course, all the people in the barbershop. They brought them back because they are the characters. But I was kind of scared with Leslie playing in this because I was like, what are they trying to like make it a joke that he slept with her?
Yeah.
But she actually held her own in the movie, and I really liked her character. My favorite character was Wesley Snipes. I think that he did a really, really good job. And he was one of the new characters that I liked. It was. I'll give it. I don't know. I give it out of 5 stars. I give it like a 4. It didn't get a whole 5 because I didn't laugh. It didn't make me laugh.
Yeah, and that's
I don't know if it's supposed to be a comedy or not.
Yeah, and that's why I think they should have made it more of a the only real comical parts was when Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. That's not Eddie Murphy.
That is Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, when Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy was playing
other people,
other characters. So they were funny in other characters, which is like the barbershop it was just comical.
You thought that was a comical scene?
Well, all the barbershop scenes was a comical scene.
Who else was that character that was in it? The uncle. What was his name again?
He's from one of the Def Comedy Jams.
No, the uncle.
Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, there you go. Tracy Morgan. He was a new character. And he was okay. I mean, when you got a bunch of comedians in one movie, sometimes you can drown it. Sometimes you can't drown it.
That's kind of how it was. I don't think they wrote enough comical parts for them.
Is Coming to America a comedy? Because the first one was not funny at all.
Well, the first one was supposed to be somewhat funny in a foreign American way.
I ain't laugh.
I mean, but
I ain't laughing either one of them. But I really thought that the second one was better than the first one. I love how they tied it in to each other. They didn't just leave you like if you never seen the first one.
Yeah.
They didn't just leave a cliffhanger like, well, how did he have the boy? What happened? So they did tie the second one. Because a lot of movies do that, don't they? They don't tie the movies
and you kind of
together.
was trying to figure out, and everybody was trying to figure out, how did he have
a son in America?
In America when, but they didn't. Everybody knew that he went to this club and was randomly speed dating with these chicks, and I don't think anybody thought that they would have spun it off him going to the club. I'm sorry. My bad. I thought too much. I was like, you don't want to tell the movie.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, I don't want to tell y'all the movie for some of y'all who didn't see it, but I did really want to just come on here and just let people know that it is a good movie. But I think that you should see it. Yeah. Some people really thought it was trash. Some people didn't like it. Some people thought the first one was better. But I really think the second one's better than the first one because it kept me entertained.
Yeah, this one wasn't. Yeah, the first one wasn't, and it didn't show anything about really where it came from either, or who the people were, what the people were like, or anything.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of this one show more
of the culture.
of their culture or whatever. And it's almost like how, they only showed a little bit of Wakanda. They only showed him walking through, but they showed enough to get you intrigued about Wakanda. Well, this is kind of the same way. Like, all right, they showed enough to get you to know about Zamunda.
I liked his daughter too. That's one of my other favorite characters. His oldest daughter, Mika, she was a really good character. Kudos to her.
Yeah, she did really
Melanin
good.
popping. She was beautiful. So I was like,
yeah, she did really good.
All their kids was beautiful, but it was just something about her. She just had that queen vibe. I was like, she looks like.
And she had, and you probably could do a 3 off of her.
Yeah, you can.
They'll probably do a 3. They'll probably do a 3 off of her and him. Because you could do, the way they left it, you can do a spin-off of both, which, so
she did a good job with acting. The acting was good to me.
And I can say I did like this one better than the first one, only because the cast.
Yeah, they gave you a good cast, a wide range of people.
And you would be, and I kept saying, oh, they got old girl in here. Oh, they got dude in here. Oh, your boy, it's your boy right there. Oh, okay. Let everybody get a piece of the change. You like, already there's a pandemic, ain't nobody did nothing. Let people get a couple dollars in here.
What'd you rate it though?
Out
of 5 stars.
I don't know, man. I guess entertainment wise, but I gave other movies that I gave a 4 to that other people really didn't like at all. But that's only because it was on an intellectual level that I understood. This one was more of, I felt like it was, bad comedy movie.
But that's what I'm saying.
You could tell it was a Tyler Perry. You could tell it.
Yeah. He didn't know until I said it to him.
No, I didn't. But when she said it, I was like, oh, yes, it's a bad comedy.
It's not, but that's what I'm saying. Is it really supposed to be a comedy? I don't know. I don't know if Coming to America is a comedy because, like I said, the first one was not funny. The second one was not funny. But Leslie did a really good job. Like, she held her own in this movie. She made it better to me. I think if she wasn't in it, it wouldn't have been that good. I think if Wesley Snipes wasn't in it, it wouldn't have been that good.
Because, Wesley Snipes made a different...
he was a different character.
Yeah, a different dynamic.
Yeah.
They both gave 2 different dynamics. And it would look like, I'm like, oh, this is Wesley Snipes. This is a black man in Africa, what black men do. Mm-hmm. He actually looked like a black man in Africa, like, because it was trying to show how Africans walk and how black people walk.
Yeah.
And it was showing you, and Wesley Snipes was a black man walk, but he was in Africa. So when dude was trying to do his stuff, so you can tell.
He really wants to sell the movie so bad.
Because the one thing is how it ended is the only thing I don't like.
I guess you could tell not how it ended, but just say what you don't like about it. Just because you say what you don't like about it, don't mean you're telling how.
At the end, you don't notice that it's going from matriarch people because you being entertained, but the entertainment has an undertone. The undertone is, we're gonna take you in the 21st century to where we're moving from patriarch to matriarch. That's one thing I really didn't like about it, at the most part.
And why didn't you like that, honey?
I didn't like it because I understand what we're dealing with now, which there's no problem with women being on top, anything like that, or whatever, I just know that during this season of, because one thing is it's March, it's supposed to be Women's Month, so they dropped it in Women's Month. So, dropped it in Women's Month with saying, all right, look, it's from matriarch to patriarch, it's the 21st century. Then the second one is the vice president being a woman, which all that is fine, nobody's saying that none of that can't be. It's just another one of the undertones that I noticed. And that's the only thing I was looking like, okay, he ain't have no sons, he had all girls. So why can't a girl be a queen? Why do you have to have a king? Why can't she just be a king? So I was like, okay. End of the day, is she not gonna get married? No. She ends up being a patriarch, even though you're trying to make to the
Well, she
matriarch.
what? Remember he introduced his son. Remember he introduced his son.
What?
It wasn't that she was gonna be ruling about herself. You remember he introduced his son, and he was like, "No, she's not married. No, that's not an option." Remember that part?
Yeah.
So that's when, and then when the granddad was up there, she was like, "Are you gonna go talk to him about
Yeah.
him?" So
So
I'm sorry, my son just woke up and started talking. Okay, so I say go watch it. I think it was a good movie. Like I said, it wasn't funny or nothing, but I mean, it probably had little giggles.
a lot
But
more funnier than the first one.
yeah, and a lot more cast than the first one, and I like it. So I
The
think
first one was just Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall most of the time.
all throughout the whole movie, they brought back Louis, y'all. Like I like it. I thought he died. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought he died.
Thought he was dead already.
I thought Louis died, but he actually was in the movie. I was like, ooh. So I really like seeing him. I was mad I didn't see the sister. I wish I would have seen the sister.
Yeah,
I wish
that
they
was
would have
the
tied her
sister,
in there, but she wasn't in there. So, but the rest of the cast, they brought them back. So go watch Coming to America too.
Pretty good.